What's going on, guys? It's Ramon Lomeli, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what's going on in the Winston-Salem real estate market, plus 3 tips for you. Let's get into it. Let me just start by saying something that you guys are probably already aware of. 2020 and 2021 were insanely crazy years for the real estate market, especially here in Winston-Salem. We saw homes rise 5, 10, or 15% in price year over year, which is not the normal. We're actually used to seeing prices anywhere from 2 to 6% increase year over year. That's about what we would call the norm. It seemed like every home that was listed in 2020 and 2021 was getting dozens of showings. We're getting dozens of offers, 20, 30, 40 offers. We were seeing people put down $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in non-refundable deposits, which was insane. We were not used to seeing that around here. And actually the beginning of 2022 seemed to be following those same steps. You see, one of the major factors in why everyone was going crazy over trying to get a home in 2020 and 2021 was because interest rates were so low, historically low. I've been in the business for over 10 years and I've never seen interest rates that low. In fact, I'm still kicking myself for not refinancing when I had the chance. In 2019, we were seeing a bit of a healthy market. Interest rates were 3 to 4%, but you may remember this, in 2020, they actually went down all the way to almost 2%. They bobbed up and down through 2020 and 2021 until about March of 22 when something seemed to happen. The interest rates started to rise in March, and in April, they were actually reaching 5%. And everything you saw on the media, on social media, on the news, all we heard was interest rates are gonna keep going up, they're gonna keep moving up, and that scared a lot of buyers. 5% is significantly higher than what we were seeing in the last previous 2 years. Because of that, the market came to a screeching halt. We saw inventory levels start to rise. We saw homes last on the market more than just a few days. In fact, some properties we even saw do price drops, which we hadn't seen in years. And it did seem that the market was starting to balancing itself out, but it's still considered a seller's market. During that short period of time, I was able to get some buyers under contract, get the seller to pay some closing costs, and even drop the price a little bit. By the way, if you're getting any kind of value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button, leave me a comment, and do me a favor, follow me. I really appreciate that. It kind of keeps me motivated to make these videos for you. Moving forward a little bit, in April, May timeframe, we actually saw interest rates go from 5% back down into the high 4%, and that caused a lot of people to jump back into the real estate market, which is kind of what we're seeing right now as interest rates go between high 4s and low 5s. I think everyone must have had FOMO, fear of missing out, because phones started to ring, appointments started to be set, and then we started seeing homes fly off the market back kind of like we were seeing in the last couple years. So I wanted to give you a little bit of that history to tell you kind of what's going on now. So let me try to wrap that up for you. Long story short, we have seen a decrease in the intensity of the buyers compared to 2020 and 2021. However, currently homes are still selling quite fast and at asking price, if not higher, as long as they're priced accordingly. We are still seeing multiple offers in most price ranges. It is still considered a seller's market, and we continue to see low inventory. As of today, the average days on the market for this month are between 4 and 5 days. Not like we were seeing in 2021 where it was like literally 1 day, even a few hours sometimes. The moral of the story is you may not have to put a huge non-refundable deposit down, but you're not gonna get them to come down $10,000 off their asking price either. So this is gonna be my advice if you're looking to buy in this area. So now I'm gonna give you 3 tips if you're looking to buy in the Winston-Salem market. First and foremost, talk to a local realtor. We are seeing things change so rapidly in this market. I mean, just a couple months ago, it seemed like it was trending towards a buyer's market. Now we're back to a seller's market. You really need someone with the boots on the ground to talk to that knows the area. And I know what you're asking. Yes, I'm available, so feel free to call me at the number below if you want to use me as your agent. I'd be honored. My second tip to you is going to be, if you see a home you like and it's priced accordingly, come in strong. Don't waste anyone's time. See, what happens is if you try to negotiate $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 off the asking price, well, now the seller's gonna think about it, right? That could take them a day or two to think about it before they get back to you. What's gonna happen in that day or two is that other people are gonna come see the house and they're gonna make an offer, and now we have a multiple offer situation. So instead of saving $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, we're gonna have to go over asking and high deposits and things of that nature. So come in fast and come in strong to try and avoid a bidding war. My number 3 tip for you today is gonna be to look for properties with higher days on the market, or properties that have been under contract and have now fallen back out of contract. Now, it's true that homes with more days on the market are usually gonna be your ugly duckling houses, but if you're not afraid to throw in some elbow grease, paint, maybe replace a roof, you could get a really good deal on a house that other people have decided is not for them. When properties fall out of contract, the seller was expecting to close on a certain date and all of a sudden the deal has fallen apart. So they're usually a lot more willing to drop the price in order to get to that finish line. Now be careful, sometimes it could be because of something that's wrong with the property, so they should be upfront and honest with the reason why that property has come back on the market. Using these tips, I've been able to help a lot of my buyers go under contract here lately, so just find you an agent that's going to be working for you. And that's going to bring us to the end of today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Go to my channel and look at some of the other videos I have if you want to learn more about the Winston Salem real estate market. And don't be shy, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, my contact info is down below. Feel free to reach out. I'm always available.